take everyone back to the year 2010 and a little game, Fallout New Vegas, on the PlayStation 3. I played that game out. Must have had 2 to 3 different playthroughs of the same character. And the biggest reason was bugs, man. So the first character, he was unable to enter the strip. Not sure why, but every time he'd go through the strip loading doors, the game would just crash, man. So that character never beat the game. I mean, he still had over 100 hours worth of playthrough just getting it. But he could not beat the game. He could not go talk to Mr. House. So that was it for him. So, had a second playthrough. Same system. I was able to talk to Mr. House this time, which was awesome. Got more into it. But then there's another issue. You guys know of Contreras and the special rifle you get for facilitating his endeavors. Yeah, let's say it like that. Well, I could not get inside of Miguel's pawn shop. I mean, to save the life of me. And this was the one that really pissed me off, because like, I got there, I realized I couldn't get inside, I immediately made another character, went straight back to Miguel's pawn shop, again, could not get back inside. For the life of me, scoured the internet, no fixes. So my PlayStation broke, and I ended up getting me an Xbox 360 and Fallout New Vegas again. And here we go, we got ourselves another Man Faces character. And guess what? Although it wasn't as graphically impressive, it ran smoother. I was able to do everything I wanted, which was nice, man. So from that moment on, I decided that if I was going to play Bethesda games, I would have to play them on the PC, because you need mods to be able to fix the problems in Bethesda games. I mean, they're very impressive games, but because they're so large, because the scripting is just so out there, that things happen, man, and it's just nothing you can do about it. It could be your specific copy has an issue. So when I looked for my system of the future, I made sure that I went PC this time. But then all of a sudden, hey, we're gonna have console mods now, which I was like, oh man, amazing, that's pretty cool. Now I'm thinking, do I need to buy me a console now, because I want to get a console and have the PC, because you know, some things you can't play and some things you can. But then all this mod mess comes out and PlayStation 4 just backs out. Like, from what I've been reading on the internet, they say that because they have a Linux based system, that it could leave backdoors. I don't necessarily believe it, but it sounds plausible. But then at the same time, why did you even get in bed with it in the beginning? And you know what it really is? Number one, it's because they knew that their copy would take a humongous hit. Not only that, it would take a humongous hit to the system, because I know a lot of you guys out there would not have purchased their PlayStation 4s if you knew that it wasn't going to get mod support. Me personally, as a full-on PlayStation fanboy, until recently, honestly, I was all about my PlayStation 3s. I was going to grab me a PS4. I used to like trash Xbox 360, and I was a GameStop employee, so you know how that went, but that's another story for another time. I just wanted to say that PlayStation, in my opinion, they tricked everyone. They already knew that they weren't going to allow mods way back in before the game was even released, but they knew that they could not say that they weren't going to release because they take a hit on sales. And on a game like Fallout, that's just something you don't do. But cat's out the bag now, so what are you gonna do? In my opinion, I believe that they've screwed themselves, potentially, unless they decide to extract foot and mouth disease and, you know, rectify their mistake. They're gonna lose console sales, because it seems like they're separating the two systems now. PlayStation 4 is for children, although I don't know many children who have $500 to buy a PlayStation, but like me as an adult, why can't I do what I want to do with my games? You know, that's just it, point blank. And I understand that I had to get a PC to be able to play like this, But now here you are trying to come in on the PC space by offering mods and customization. And honestly, that's great, man. They really should embrace those things. Honestly, they should go with modular consoles that you can swap out the hardware every couple of years. That would make so much money. It would destroy a lot of the PC industry, because the PC industry would now have to compete with modular consoles. But that's just something I had been thinking about, and I wanted this rant to be specific on task. Me personally, I will not buy a PlayStation product again. I'm done with it. I feel that they don't respect me as a consumer, and they don't respect me as an adult. If I'm willing to shell $500 out for a piece of hardware that sits in my living room, I should be able to pretty much do whatever I want to do with it. But here you are, trying to have the kid gloves on, being like, well, I don't know, man, the families, or I don't know, our operating system. I mean, point blank, you lied. And I think that's bad. I think that you should be upfront, especially a company like PlayStation, which has games and hardware. You guys got more invested, and you really should have thought about your decision a little bit more than to just be like, well, shit, Xbox is getting mods. Let's just say we're going to get mods and then crush everyone later. So to all you guys out there who are caught up in this and you have PlayStation 4s, my hearts go out to you. Sony, even if they have a valid reason for not being able to do it, they still should not have said that they were going to even attempt it. They should have kept it to themselves until they knew. Just like how Fallout 4 kind of kept the entire game to itself until like a few months before its big release. Anyways, I think this madman has rambled on far too long. Make sure you put what you think in the comments below. I'm really sorry about the hate. You guys can bash me if you want, because, man, honestly, these are just my opinions. And I feel that PlayStation kind of screwed up. And they're going to need to fix it. They're going to either need to get their back doors taken care of, because, like, okay, so Fallout's done. And then, yeah, they could say, oh, F the Skyrim remaster. But then what about next? What about Elder Scrolls 6, man? Because I think that is coming out, and I know I want mods for that, man. Anyways, thanks for listening to the ramble. Take care, guys.